And one thing that I will always say through my poetry as a young man is that we got to educate our kids, and these boys are the most important, because these boys are the ones that influence the women, right? These men are the ones that influence the women, right? So we got to be careful on how we raise our seeds so that they can grow up and make the right decision and have the people around them make the right decision. So with that, I'm just going to say, neglect is a real issue. Some of us may be going through it. The person next to you may be going through it and you don't even know. So I get to a conversation and it's like, Mom, I think you love him more than me. Some of y'all know that. You talk to your mom and you're like, Mom, I think you love him more than me. And as your child, I really need you. Not just your money, your motivation. Not just your beatings, but your attention. Mom, you did enough yelling at me. I think it's time that you listen. My heart skips a beat and I can't breathe when I run. I mean, I just got a D in gym class and I found out that it's not because I'm dumb or lazy or any of the other ways that you try to portray me. The school nurse says I may have asthma, Mom, but doctor appointment is what you should make me. Mom, are you smoking or are you listening? I mean, because all the other kids in school have computers. I mean, I know we're poor and I'm grateful for everything that we have, but Mom, I can't see the board. This is why I'm feeling mad. Mom, I'm really good at math, but I can't find a solution if I can't see the problem. Mom, we really need a solution. Why can't you see the problem? See, you keep blaming on the fact that I have an absent father, so what? See, Mom, you're more than enough. See, I stay out of trouble and out of the streets, not because I fear the police, but because I fear you, not fear cuffs. But I need you to use that same energy you use in order to beat me and all. The same energy you use in order to find a man and invest it in me. Mom, this is a lesson for you, for those few lessons that you taught me. See, you expect school to teach me, but really it is you that should teach me life. You cannot not do your job. Double negative. Not do your job and then say the friends that I'm hanging around with ain't right. You cannot lock me in a room of darkness, teach me nothing about faith and expect me to find the light. But what you can do is hold me, hug me, let me know that you really care. Introduce me to my father so I know why he's not in my life. All I'm saying, Mom, is that I'm scared. I'm scared that you don't really love me, so in turn, we don't share the same vision, and in turn, I'm just going to become another black male statistic.
He is my son. This precious gift I have been blessed with sent straight to me from heaven. And there is no love like a child's love, and so for that, I will lay my life down for him with no second guessing. He gives me hope. He brings me joy. He makes me feel like I can conquer the world. This beautiful black little boy. But among all of my blessings and all of my bliss, darkness lives. You see, I get the honor of explaining to my son that he has been born into a world where they have already placed 3 strikes against him. And no matter how many good moves he makes, he's going to have to duck and dive, bob and weave, or he'll be easily looking death in the face. And I'll be just another mother at the courthouse, losing my dead son's case. My son has become another black boy down with blood on his crown and try to make his identity a disgrace. Do you understand how loud my heart pounds? Every time my son asks, Mom, can I go to the playground? I mean, do you know what it feels like? That fear that something has gone terribly wrong. Every time your son comes through that door, 10 minutes after the street lights come on, it's like my chest is a set of drums. And the only thing I can constantly think of is, nobody better not hurt my son. He's only a little black boy who just wants to laugh. And because of that, I have to be this terrified mom who knows that see you later could be the last conversation we have. So I teach him right from wrong, good from bad, and reminds him every single day that at any given moment I better know exactly where he's at. And anybody who thinks I'm being overprotective, well, that's just too bad because he is my son. And I refuse to surrender to the thought that the life expectancy on my kid is dependent upon the mood of some trigger-happy figure. He will not be outside at 10 o'clock at night. He will not go to school with unfinished homework to do. He will not be raised on a disbelief that intelligence isn't cool, or that it's okay to touch things that do not belong to you. This mom isn't raising any fools. So I do the best that I can, with no excuse, so that my children do not turn out to be a burden on you. knowing that there is a target on every last one of her male children. Not because I told him to do the right things. Not because I told him I loved him too much. Not because he came home too late. Not because he didn't finish the food on his plate. Not because I believed in him. Not because he sinned. Not because of the content of his character. But because of the color of his skin. He's my son.
Click. Bang! Another brother lay dead, my heart rings out for the kid. Cause another mother will be telling the funeral director her only son's favorite color is red, but her heart will be leaking red. 717 fast is becoming a sad town with young blood placed upon its grounds, and potholes ain't the only hurdles we got to worry about now. We gotta get it together. No more brown men dying in vain. The dreams will no longer be lost, placed up on toes, shoved in body bags. No longer will we allow them to see the king before their time. Your bullet, it stops here. And just like Sankofa, you cannot have my brothers. I will no longer sit in courtrooms, lay on the caskets, beg the judge to lock up death. And now the brown-skinned boy, did you hear that shot ring out? It's another sad night. Morning will be in the morning. There's a war outside. There's no time for peace. 717 is fast becoming a murder capital, and we ain't even murdering for capital. Your bullet, it stops here. Does our future hang with nothing left but mental strain, a nation filled with self-destruction as a gunshot will ring? Broken men everywhere. They can't stare at that man. Reality won't let that man be a man because he's brainwashed to believe all he can be in these streets. This man's so detached from education, he don't even understand what non-affection means. Did you hear that shot ring out? This mentality is only psychological. Children only know what we teach, so if we tell them their work is only knee deep, how far do you think they're willing to reach? Are you surprised that they don't value life and only end up 6 feet deep? Satan is a lie and he's also to blame. God out here working hard, but we got to do our thing. Click, click, bang. I will no longer listen to another gun shot ring. Words from Jack.
The lack of his existence in our streets has been replaced by hate, greed, and a disregard for the life of another human being. Gunshots, violence, blood on the streets everywhere. Did you hear Nina Simone sing this? Blood on the leaves. But do you care? He gave us the power to help save each other's life, but we have got to stop showing fear. And if you really truly believe, you would understand that 25 to life could have been avoided with just a little prayer. But we gotta listen with our ears, close our mouth and open our eyes. Can you see him everywhere? Can you hear him through the lost souls who scream and cry when there is no light? Can you feel him under your knees every time you drop down and pray at night? Somebody say he loves me. There is no greater truth. Our hearts, our souls, he embodies me and you. So do unto others as you want done unto yourself. Love your neighbors. Honor your mother and your father and watch the improvements in your wealth. Because see, a child is born to give the village something to do. So don't just stand there. Take a look around. How many children are standing near you? Yes, it's going to take a village. But I know some who might disagree. Yet no matter which way we slice this, we have got to come together to beat these streets.
Yes.
They those that look like him, don't talk about society, no black guy can never look like me. So I feel discouraged because he's abandoned me and my people. In turn, we lost and don't understand. They said that if you want to make God laugh, then you look into the skies and begin to pray, but still create your own plans. But in the streets, we ain't laughing because that's exactly what we have to do. Because those that believe in Christ are hesitant to teach me. See, I'm an unfamiliar face with unfamiliar ways, and the ways I survive in the streets, you wouldn't believe me. They say, Jesus. They told me to accept them with my heart, but how can I accept someone I do not know? So they tell me to pray, but again, how can I pray to someone I don't even believe? So they just tell me to believe. how even why should I believe in those that believe on it and extend a helping hand? I'm saying that if your God is into being selfish instead of selfless, and to seeking power like the preachers instead of helping, into the money and the politics, and it's the same thing that goes on the streets, and your God, he can't help me. You can't help me unless you're gonna help me understand, because I don't know. I'm saying you may know, but I don't know that he watches me. I don't say because I am not happy. There's too many struggles going on in the streets. There's too many of our young black boys dying. I said I do not sing because I am not free. See, you saying his eyes are on the sparrows, but his eyes are not on me. You gotta help me understand.
And I know he watches me. He watches me. His eyes on the sparrows.
Sometimes you gotta stop talking to God and let God talk to you. Just sit back, meditate, and listen.
And I know he watches.
Sometimes you gotta be broken in order for God to use you. See, God can't use you if you think that you got it. God can't use you if you're not broken. But it's only at the times that when you're broken that he will use you, not only to help yourself, but to help others. So you gotta stand up and stand strong. Know that God will never leave you alone. I mean, he let you cry so you can ask for help. He's gonna shine the light on all your wrongs. Listen, I got you. You just have to believe in the impossible, baby. Lean not on your own understandings or the pastors, because God's love isn't logical, no, God's love isn't profitable. I need you to take your idea of money, put God over money in your priorities, and with that equation, you become unstoppable. So your rhetoric to those in the streets that are listening in turn becomes a hospital. So you are able to save souls so you can uplift the life of those that are still stuck in the streets and still stuck in those same obstacles. But you have to uplift and never destroy. You can't just talk that life, you gotta live that life, and one day you'll reap the rewards, because our God is just. Just remember that you can always do more. And what you do is never enough. Just know that God is watching you.
Now I got something to say. It's been a little too much talking and not enough walking going on. I mean, it looks good and it sounds great, but I'm gonna need to see some results, because if something goes down, people are going to start pointing fingers and putting someone else at fault. Isn't the time to be playing any games. There's blood in the leaves, blood in the streets. They're all the same. Oh, but y'all want to see change, right? Well, you tell me when. Well, I'm gonna need you to get up and show me that you're ready to make that vow. Because with everything that's going on in the world, my whisper is starting to get really, really loud, and my forehead is starting to wrinkle up between my brows. Give me back my fights. Give me back everything I have been working for. Give me back my life. And I want every last one of my equal opportunity, constitutional rights. But if you don't want to give them to me, then you're putting me in a position to have to take it. And I don't know what else to do. I'm getting so sick and tired of trying to fake it. There is no greater time than the present. This life we have been given is heaven sent. The time to take back our country. The time to take back our communities. The time to take back our children is always, always. Right now. That's so good.